Well, thanks, Kevin, and go ahead and click to my next slide, please. My one and only slide. And today, I'm really here to share Alaska EMS's journey towards making traffic incident management responder training really a requirement for initial licensure and relicensure for our Alaska EMS clinicians in our state. And although Alaska's had TIM instructors for some time, we currently rank 49th in the nation for TIM responder training implementation. And however, the Alaska Office of EMS views TIM responder training as foundational safety education for all our EMS clinicians. So with this goal in mind, and since we can implement training guidance without legislative changes, the Alaska Office of EMS proposed changes to updates to our licensing requirements effective in April of 2025. So starting with the 2026 through the 2028 relicensure cycle, all EMS clinicians must complete the 4-hour TIM responder training before relicensure. The course can be completed in person, online, or via hybrid methods that we use so much in EMS education now. And this 2-year cycle is going to allow us to reach all our current EMS clinicians in Alaska. And for the new EMS clinicians starting in April 1st of 2025, educators just need to inform students about the TIM responder training requirement for initial licensure. This is a separate requirement from the EMS entry-level course itself, meaning it won't impact course hours, and EMS educators won't be responsible for students' TIM completion. Instead, educators need only to provide the training links at the course's start. But as a safeguard, links to the training course and instructions to attach the completion certificate are also going to appear on initial and relicensure applications. And since we announced these new requirements in October of 2024, several services have reached out eager to use their in-house TIM instructors to meet this need. This new statewide requirement is already revitalizing interest in this crucial safety training. Still, Alaska is an ultra-rural state, and we have limited highway miles, less than the entire state of Rhode Island. And so given our unique setting, some in Alaska EMS have questioned the relevance of this highway-focused program. Our response simply is, TIM training provides foundational EMS safety skills valuable for any community response size. And whether responding in a $1 million apparatus, on a snow machine, a UTV, or a dog sled, the core principles of TIM apply. And those principles are safe vehicle operations during response and arrival, effective vehicle blocking, clear signaling, situational awareness, and minimizing exposure times on scene. These strategies are essential whether we're on one of Alaska's 3 major highways, a rural road curve, an unpaved intersection in a remote village, or on a wilderness trail. Our challenge is helping EMS clinicians see beyond the course's visuals and recognize how to adapt TIM training to fit their community's needs. That's why in our October 2024 policy letter, we highlighted the importance of applying TIM strategies across our varied response setting with what is locally available. And so we'll see how this messaging resonates. And I've also spoken with contacts at Federal Highway about developing a TIM responder course specifically tailored for Alaska's unique needs, one that minimizes the urban concerns for our more ultra-rural responders. Although there's no set timeline, there's a shared interest in creating an Alaska-centric TIM course by several services I've already talked to. And that's just the way Alaska EMS rolls. And in addition, we're working with Federal Highway to bring 2 8-hour TIM Train the Trainer courses to Alaska. And this will strengthen our capacity to deliver this essential training through in-person classes, although this planning is still underway and only preliminary at this point. So in a short time, Alaska has gone all in with projecting TIM training to help reduce first responder injury statistics, particularly those related to OSHA's top 10 injury risks, and those being struck by a moving object, collision with stationary objects, and motor vehicle accidents. So by making TIM responder training a licensure requirement, we're setting a new standard for EMS safety. And with support from our federal and Alaska DOT partners, we're prioritizing traffic incident management as a top safety initiative for Alaska EMS clinicians. So thank you for the opportunity to share Alaska's EMS TIM journey. And I appreciate Federal Highway's invitation to speak today and also to represent the most rural first responder state in our great nation. So back to you, Kevin.